Maybe part of the reason why you feel so hopeless and overwhelmed and even disappointed or annoyed at the fact that you're human and you have to maintenance yourself and take care of your needs and do all these things to heal and navigate your life is because maybe when you were younger, your parents or your caregivers made you feel like an inconvenience for wanting to get your needs met and constantly needing to get your needs met, which is a parent or caregiver's responsibility to give their child that because, again, children don't know how to do that for themselves. And since they didn't have the knowledge or the understanding or the patience, or maybe they were neglectful and they themselves probably were neglected when they were children, they just treated you the same way. And so as a coping response, you learned how to suppress your needs and the things that you want for yourself, and even learned how to make yourself feel bad and shame yourself for having needs and wanting things from other people. Because as a small child, to actually accept the reality that your parents or caregivers were negligent or abusive or unhealthy would have just not been very great, because it's not like you could get out of that situation. So you did the best that you could to cope with that situation and to protect yourself and to not get yourself punished, abandoned, or abused. The only issue is that the identity and the mask that you developed in order to protect yourself in childhood carried over into your adulthood, and since you identified with that and you kept using that protective coping response, you kept drawing in people who were similar to your parents or caregivers, which only reinforced that idea and narrative in your brain that you had to keep doing that protective coping response. So you have fully convinced yourself that you dislike yourself, or it's hard to maintenance yourself, and that it's an inconvenience that you have all these needs and you're annoying, and I can't believe I have to go to therapy and do all these things to keep this human body alive and accommodate my needs. It's just annoying. I shouldn't have to do all this. Because you were never given a healthy example of what it's like to be a human and how to take care of yourself as well as nurture your needs and be able to accept your emotions and be able to just feel like crap sometimes or show up how you need to, because you weren't given the space to do that and be safe being a human. And since you weren't given that healthy and safe space as a child, you don't give that to yourself. I don't know, maybe look into regulating your nervous system so you can get out of survival mode long enough to actually look at all the different disempowering beliefs and narratives you have that probably come from protective coping mechanisms that were developed at some point in time in your life, whether that was in childhood or throughout your life, that tell you that you don't deserve to fulfill your needs, or that you're an inconvenience because you are a human who is flawed, who is going to have ups and downs, who does have needs and things that they want for themselves. I hope that helps at least one person. My name's Sarah, and I'm your favorite self-experimenting coach or companion, and I help get people reacquainted with who they most authentically are. You're an amazing person, and I hope you have the best day.